Sentence structure and pronunciation for beginners. 16. He sees sky in airplane on the. There are 7 words, and this is called third pattern, third sentence pattern in English. Sentence pattern. English has 5 sentence patterns, and this one is the third sentence pattern, which is the subject and verb and object. So as you know, he is the subject, he, and then verb is see. Third person singular s, he sees. So now subject, we have verb. Now we need an object. What does he see? He sees airplane, airplane, but not two. So he sees an airplane, but this is a vowel. So he sees an airplane, and where? In the sky. So this is the sentence. Subject, verb, an object. He sees an airplane in the sky. Subject, verb, object. This is called adverbial phrase. And adverb doesn't has nothing to do with the sentence pattern. So when you make an English sentence, think about this pattern. Subject, verb, an object. Okay, this is the sentence. And then let's practice pronunciation. He sees it. He see long vowel. He sees. So in order to pronounce S, we put sees and then on. He sees an. He sees an. He sees an airplane in the sky. In order to pronounce this, you need to put Z here. He sees an airplane in the sky. Now, this sentence is a third pattern as well. Third pattern. Third pattern is subject, verb, and object. Which one is the subject? Wing is a noun, airplane is a noun too. But the verb is has, which is third person singular. And wings is plural, so you cannot do that. So airplane. Airplane has what? Subject, verb, and we need an object. So wings. Airplane has wings. This is subject, verb, object. But wings, how many wings? 2 wings. And then the airplane. The airplane is the subject, verb, and object. The airplane has 2 wings. The airplane again, subject, verb, and object. So let's read this together. Has to. Has. Let's cut here. Has to. The airplane has 2 wings. The airplane has 2 wings. Jet airplane engines to the has. So this one is this sentence is third pattern as well. Find subject and verb and object. Now, jet, airplane, engines, has. So has is the verb. So let's put has. And then, so engines is plural, cannot be the subject. So engines is the object. And then it's plural, so let's say 2 engines. Has 2 engines. And then what? Oh, so sorry, we have jet here. So we can put jet engines. The airplane has 2 jet engines. Airplane, and then it is going to be defined by the. The airplane has 2 jet engines. So subject, verb, TW, this is going to be object. The airplane has 2 jet engines. Again, subject, verb, and then object. Has to. Again, this one read as has to. has two jet engines. Jet engines. The airplane has two jet engines. The airplane has two jet engines. And now we have a airplane pilot. So there are two possible subjects, but we have there. So when we have there, we start with there, and the verb is. So there is an airplane, or there is a pilot. There is a pilot. There is a pilot where? On the airplane. Now the reason I didn't tell you what pattern this is because of this word. Is has two just like in a way two functions. One, perfect intransitive. Intransitive, which means you don't need no complement. complement. You don't need that. But is imperfect. Imperfect intransitive. Intransitive means you don't need an object, but this one need a complement. If you look at the sentence, a pilot. So this one can be a pilot. So let me put this here. A pilot is on the airplane. So this sentence and then this sentence in a way is the same. Subject and verb, and this one is a perfect intransitive. So subject, verb, and on the airplane is adverbial phrase. So it has nothing to do with sentence pattern. So this one is subject plus verb. So this is sentence pattern, first sentence pattern. First sentence pattern is only subject and verb. Subject and verb. So there, subject and verb. There is a pilot on the airplane. There is a. So read this as is a. There is a pilot on the airplane. Is a. There is a pilot on the airplane. The last one. So this one is a third pattern. Third pattern is subject, verb, and object. So he is the subject. He. Verb is fly. But third person singular becomes flies. You need an S. He flies what? The airplane. So this is the subject, this is the verb, and this is the object. Third sentence pattern. He flies the airplane. So here, read this together. Fly. Flies. Flies the. So in order to read this, say he flies the. He flies the airplane. He flies the airplane. One more time. He flies the airplane.